Welcome back, guys. In the last one, we got our mercuries going down here. There was actually a bit of a problem. We weren't getting enough of these shattered crystals for some reason, so I've started sending them over from our other build over here, where we're producing the silver amulets. So we're sending some of that over from there. As you can see, there's quite a bit of lapis lazuli stored up. There's some turquoise stored up, and that's because we're not getting enough of these obsidian for whatever reason. But it should start getting better. It should start getting better. Hopefully. We also had an issue with brandy, which I have fixed. I have built some extra brandy production. It's not pretty up there, but it works. We were also down on linseed oil, but that has been fixed. Our quicksilver is very, very slowly building up. Very, very, very slowly, but it is building up. And so is our aquavitae. Also quite slowly, actually. Yeah. Right. I want to feed this back in here, and then I want to feed that back in over here. Because I think we're done with this floor. We have 3 more floors we can work with, and not that much need to do much with it. So I am going to feed this over here and send it back on the line. So let's just set up. We want that, and we want that, and then we want cannons. And we want to feed it. Well, if we can feed it over here, I have my doubts though. Let's try and give you a target. We can actually get it over there. Excellent. Can we get it all the way over there? That would be ideal. So if we did that, can you? Then yes, you can. Excellent. All right. Then we'll do that. But it's the wrong way around. We need something like that. Whoops. All right. Come on. Okay. And like that. Okay, you're going there. You are going there. And you. Too far. Darn it. Typical. Alright, fine. Whoa. Grab that. Oh well. There's a panacea potion down there. Alright, so you just run in there. And we have a save going, which takes a bit. Alright, here we go. You go in there. And you go in there. Okay. So now this is being fed back in there. And the loop is kind of closed, which is great. And then we want this loop to get closed. So you're gonna come up and over. And down. Oh, while we do this, we might as well do some research, I suppose. You don't need to be there. All right. Because we, of course, want all of this to get out. Look at all that silver in there. You're actually producing some silver coins. Why are you stuck? Oh, you're burning. That's why. That's fine. You know what? I might just do this and stick a box in here as well. Just to keep it all going. Do we want to do the same thing with the others? I mean, we could. It is quite a long belt of stuff that's just sitting there. But I think, yeah, it's just sitting here as well. Mostly, so, and that's because our belts are doing great. All right, let's research. Now, I think we're gonna go straight for Luna. I'm not sure I actually want to make the crown because it needs the sapphire and the ruby. So if we take a look at sapphire and ruby, there's the ruby. Takes diamonds, pure gold dust, and resonant catalyst in a cauldron. And the sapphire takes perfect diamond, world tree core, and unstable catalyst in a cauldron. I'm not entirely sure I want to make that. And what do we actually need the Philosopher stone for? Not for that. Not for the Luna. So why make the Philosopher's Stone? I don't really get it. What do we need it for? Well, we need it for Eternal Catalyst, which is needed down here. Okay. So we're going to have to make Philosopher's Stones sometime, but it's only a material. It's not something we can sell. And that takes one of each of these, which sucks. So, yeah, we will have to make them, but let's start with Luna and get Luna production going. For that, we need Moon Tier. And then for that, we need Fairy something. Fairy Tier. But we are not going to need that once, right? Do we need to put that up top? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're not building anymore down here. We're going up here. Start building here. And the brandy is almost back to full. Good. You're building up slowly. Good. And so is the aquavitae. So let's stick down an advanced shaper until we want to make Luna. So we need 15 steel ingots a minute, 15 bronze ingots, 15 copper ingots, 15 silver ingots, and 15 gold ingots a minute. And 15 moons here a minute. No iron ingots. Okay. Four gold ingots. We need to make pure gold dust. Pure gold dust is made from gold dust or from gold ingots. Gold dust is made from silver powder, volcanic ash, fertile catalyst, and quicksilver in an advanced athanor. So this we get 1.5 gold dust a minute. I suppose we can refine this. The impure and the crude gold dust. Yeah. So that can be refined into... The crude can be refined into impure. The impure can be refined into gold dust. The gold dust gets refined into pure gold dust. Okay. Okay. The volcanic ash is easy. I'm thinking that we'll just bring it up from downstairs because we're just binning it now. So silver powder and fertile catalyst. Okay. So silver powder is another athanor. Whoops. But we kind of know how to make that. Need 15 silver powder a minute. This will produce 3.8 plus, not 7.5, but 3.75 a minute. So let's just say that it's 7.5 silver powder a minute, 1 athanor. So that would be 2 athanors to one of these. But we then need the silver ingots as well. And we also need 15 of them a minute. So that would mean 4 advanced athanors that we need to produce this. Yeah, 4 advanced athanors to produce this. Okay. And then we of course need some crucibles. And we're saving again. Alright. And these will basically be producing the gold ingots. Okay. And then bronze and copper is not a big deal. Steel is not a big deal. It's these two that are a big deal. And then there's the moon tier, which is produced in advanced alembic. Which takes fairy dust and stardust. How do we produce stardust? That's pure gold dust. That's gold dust. How do we produce stardust? Is stardust good? No. How the hell do we produce stardust? I would have thought that it was a mesh. But apparently it's not. Aha, there it is. Stardust. Okay. Ah, that's the Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars into a Arcane processor. Okay. But the Arcane processor only has... Ah, it has three inputs in reality. Okay. So we need to make stardust, but we also need to make moon or fairy tier, which takes stardust. Jesus. Was that not in an advanced alembic? Oh, it's in an extractor. Fairy dust into an extractor. Okay, so we will be making that up top because we'll be using a thermal extractor. If I can find it. We can't really see that. But fairy dust is made in an arcane processor. It takes world tree leaf as well. $30 world tree leaf a minute. Okay, we're gonna have to set up some more world trees. That's for sure. Oh, we only sold one. That's disappointing, and only 2 of those. Okay. Well, it's fine. We still made pretty darn good money. Pretty darn good money. And this will pick up again, I guess, once, because we now have brandy and linseed oil. But we need another arcane processor. for... Oh, I already said... No, I said use Farados. Okay. So I don't really want to tap into... the builds that we already have for these. So I think we're going to make new builds for these. And I think we can make them a lot more efficient than the ones we already have. So maybe we start with making Stardust, because that honestly seems like the easiest. Yeah. So we need to make Jupiters, Saturns, and Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. And the Jupiter is slower, so we need 2 Jupiter thingies. And then 1 Saturn thingy and 1 Mars thingy to get this going at full rate. Okay. Okay. I think we'll start down in this corner. What are you doing there? I feel like I already deleted you. Never mind. Yeah, I think we'll start over in this corner and then we'll work our way down and around. Or something like that. So, Jupiter, plank, small wooden gear, and wooden pulley. Yeah, these don't... And I'd rather just use the planks. Or make the planks than make it together with something else that needs... like the fertile catalyst, which takes unstable catalyst, which takes gloom shrooms. We're just gonna throw those planks away. It's not a big deal. So we need to make 2 of these. Let's just set up a shaper here with the recipe. So we need 480 planks a minute. But then we need small wooden gears as well, which will take planks. And we need wooden pulleys, which will take planks. But just 480 planks, that's easy peasy, right? I mean, that's just table saws. So... 1 table saw produces 60. So if we... So that's 120, then we just need it 4 high. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Yeah, this is fine. We'll move you over. Like that. Huh. Money isn't really getting up here, is it? What's that? That's a 50 stack. What's a 50 stack doing on there? Huh. It'll make its way up there. Alright, so let's just do, because we need purchasing portals on these. Just buy those. And then we can just copy this. And then we can stick... Actually, it's going to be cheaper steel-wise if we do this. And then do this. So in that case, I don't really need to build two, because we'll just stick you on top, stick you on top, and stick you on top. Okay. Then we'll just do that. I'm going to build some stairs. It just makes life a little easier. And you also need them here. Like so. What am I doing? This. Alright, so that's 240. Let's get money flowing into them as well. So you come up there. And let's just move this a bit. So that we can get some stairs back here. Yep. And there we go. So that's that. And we can just move you into this corner. Like so. And one more. And then we just need to feed the money. There we go. And that's the planks done. That's the planks done. They should start to get their stuff anytime now. As soon as some money arrives. Is it starting to look a little bit better with the money? Not really. There's another 50 stack. Maybe I should just go up to 50 stacks everywhere. Yeah, yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Alright. So that's 120, 240, 360, 480. Right? Right. So that's that. Then we need the small wooden gears and the wooden pulleys. And we need 720 small wooden gears and 240 wooden pulleys. Okay. So we're gonna need some more planks. That's for sure. Let's see. They are made in processors, right? The small wooden gears, I mean. Because this makes... No, this makes small wooden gears. And the large wooden gears are made in a grinder. Okay. And it takes 10. So if we just stick a grinder on here, and then basically stick that on there, and give them a few planks. You make 20 a minute, so you can feed 2 of those. That produce 30. So that, and we need 360 for 1. So that means we need 24 processors making small wooden gears. 24 processors making small wooden gears. Okay. And that's, yeah, that's fine as well. Alright, let me figure out a build for the processors that doesn't look completely insane. Yeah, so we basically need... So this is 20 to 20. So we need a third planks. So we need 720. That means we need 240 planks to make this, I guess. That's not too bad. That's just another stack. Okay. Alright, I'll figure that out. Alright guys, I have been hard at work making a bunch of blueprints over in the sandbox, but we're not really getting money up here right now, so we need to improve on our money situation. It's not that we don't have money, it's just not making it up there, and that's because we need to increase our stack sizes. So I think we'll go up to... Do we just go to 50? I think we'll just go to 50. Let's just go to 50. Yeah. And we'll go to 50 everywhere. So we have a dispatch portal here. But it's just spitting out whatever. I actually don't have a... Let's put a bank portal on here. Where's the back portal? There it is. We're gonna make silver coins in stacks of 50. And I guess we will put a box on there. Okay. And then I need to go around and find all our other dispatch portals wherever they are, and get them doing 50s. Oh, we have a dispatch portal down here, don't we? Yes, we do. It's not the most important one, but we'll do that. How much did we dispatch? 180, yeah. Not exactly a lot of pocket watches that we're dispatching, but it's fine. All right, I'll go around and find all the dispatch portals, and then I'll be back. All right, so that has been done. We're doing 50 instead of 15. That hasn't matricled up here yet, but... or trickled up here yet. But... it does look like we are getting some... excuse me. Little hiccup there. It does look like we're getting some money flowing up here, which is good. They are only 15 stacks still, but... it's fine. Alright, now... let's get these things built. Now, all of these blueprints that I've made were made before the patch that came out on March 5th, which I'm actually not sure. Do we need to research anything because of that patch? Yes, we do. The drawbridge, which is very cool. And we have retractable beam and retractable conveyor passage. Very, very cool things that have come in this patch. So the blueprints might have been a little bit different if I had had those things available. But not much, I don't think. But... if we go in and take a look, we have this drawbridge conveyor that we can place, and we can drag it down so it can hang from the ceiling, and we can even, I believe, make it, yeah, so 5 or 7 long it can be. It's very cool. It's very cool. And then we'll research the retractable beam as well. Alright, saving. Okay, we're still saving, but now it's done. So, retractable conveyor passage. So this can be dragged out. It can be from 2 to, I think it's 10 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 long, yeah. So that's kind of a drawbridge. So you can stack that, put that on top of some blocks or something, and then walk under, or have other things going under without it having to be supported the whole way. Very, very nice. And then we also got the retractable beam, which is the same. So it can be up to 10 long, and it's really nice for why can't I delete that? There we go. It's really nice for making your stackable things so that you can get the exact length that you need. But anyway, those are very cool things that came out. But right now, we are working on making even more Jupiters. We need 2 Jupiters, and we need it for This guy. For the Stardust, we need 2 setups of Jupiter's and 1 of each of Saturn and Mars. If we need more than 20 Stardust a minute, then we'll just have to make another setup for them. But for now, that's what we're doing. So let's get to it. We need small wooden gears. I have a little build for that. We need 720 small wooden gears a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we will get that set up. So, suppose something like that. And there. And once we get some money, we'll get some small wooden gears going. So we have 4 table saws stacked back here, and they then get grinded into wooden gears and processed into small wooden gears. So we have 120 small wooden gears coming out on each level. We have 6 levels. That's 720 small wooden gears. And it looks like we did get some money coming in. So that's nice. They have started working a little bit. Now we may want to turn these around or something, but that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. So there we go. 720 small wooden gears a minute. Enough for 2 Jupiter setups. We need 360 for each. The planks we already have. 480 planks coming out. And then it's just the wooden pulleys. And for that we're going to need some flax. Do I have a purchasing portal here? I guess not. Okay. We'll set one up over here where we're actually building. So, purchasing portal. Let's get one of those. Give it a box. There. Flax seeds. And how many do we need? Wooden pulley. It should say 240 a minute. It, apparently a typo. Let's just edit that to 240. And why? Okay. I have to restart the game to make writing changes. Ooh, we have insufficient materials. We don't have enough gears. Okay. So I'll go get those, but the wooden pulley, we need 12 flax seeds for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 flax seeds. I'll go grab what we need and just quickly restart the game. And then I'll be back. Alright, I went and picked up everything we need. So now we can get our wooden pulleys built. And I also did log out of and into the game, and now we can type again. So that's nice. Where are the wooden pulleys? There they are. Let's build that. And is this, yeah, this is the right way around. So let's get this built. We'll leave a little space in between. I want 1, 2, 3, so just so I can walk in there. And there we have that. Now, we do need to make sure... No! Be right back. Alright, we're off top again. Let's just make sure that these guys get the money that they need. So that's the only two that we actually need, I think. Yeah. The rest is going, and we are producing the rope. But not yet the planks. Oh, here comes the first planks. So we have 8 wooden or wood saws here. They are going, well, 4 of them are going into one side, 4 of them are going to the other side. We have our plants in here. Oh, and by the way, it's now been made so that there's only a stack of 2 instead of a stack of 10 in each of these, which is great. Because it means that they fill up a lot quicker. Let's see, are we... Well, one of the wood saws is going. Hopefully others will get going when this money arrives. But anyway, the flax plants come out, get ground into flax fiber. So we have 3 grinders for each flax plant, and that then goes into the processors, get turned into linen thread, and that then gets fed up to more processors that turn it into linen rope. And if we can get up here, we can see that the linen rope is then fed over into these assemblers, making the wooden pulleys once they get the planks. These ones are going already. So there we go. We're making 120 wooden pulleys on this side, 120 wooden pulleys on that side. That's 240. And they then come out in front here. So that's everything we need for 2 Jupiter builds. So I think what we'll do is put the 2 Jupiter shapers. Maybe we actually put them out here because, yeah. So if we put a Jupiter shaper here and a Jupiter shaper there, we can then delete that. We can delete that. We can delete all of this. Okay. And then we need to send everything into these, and we'll do that with cannons, I think. So we'll put these in like this. And let's see, you can come down and out there. And then we can stick a cannon on you. And you can go in, well, once we're done with the end of day. Let's just see how we're doing money-wise. 12 Mars, not bad. Only 12 silver thingies, though we do have a full stack of them, or a full box of them down there. Only 5 Saturns, 5 Jupiters. Yeah. We're doing okay. We're almost maxing out on the... Or is it 1,600 that we can do of those? Or is it 800? I don't remember. But yeah, we're definitely making money. Yeah. So this is 25,000 silver that we're spending, and yeah, we're making quite a lot of money. Just need to get it up here. Alright, that wooden pulley can go in there. This wooden pulley can go in there. So that's those. And then the planks, I think we'll pull them out to here or something. And get cannons on those. This is not ideal. We'll work around it. So, let's see, this was the closest one. So you go in there. You go in there. Oh, we need to set the recipes, of course. Jupiter. Jupiter. Alright, so you're getting your stuff. And we'll take the other ones and send them there. And in there. It's lucky. Could just reach. And then it's all of these. And we need 3 for each. So I think we'll pull you out to here. Get our cannon. And send you in there. And that'll actually get this production going, but we need 3 of them for that, so I think what we'll do is make 2 stacks of cannons. And then another one of these. And another cannon. You go in there. You go in there. And then we just need to bring the stuff out to them. So you come over here. You come over here. I should have moved these over a bit. Yeah, I should have moved these over a bit. Something like that. Alright, and then I need to reset their targets, don't I? And now there's an obstacle in the path. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Crap. What if we move them forward a bit? To something like there. Nope, one more over. I am doing great. So there. Let's just see if we can get these in now. Yes, we can. All right. like that. And then these just needs to be redirected. Alright, start shooting. Thank you. And then we need another stack of these. That stack can go right here, hopefully. Let's make sure that that's true. Obstacle for 2 of them. Awesome. So I think we have to... Still obstacle. God damn it. What about here? Still a goddamn obstacle for the one. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? There we go. Alright. And then we can just... Well... We need these to come out. And then they can come down. Actually, they can just come down right here. Can't they? Yeah. So you come down and go in there. Then... we need these guys. We don't need them to be too high. Alrighty. And then the last one can come in like that. Oops, wrong way. Like that. Get this going. And then like that. Whoops. Get this going. Okay. All right, you can go in there. You can go in there. Okay. That's how Jupiter's going. We'll just let them finish those two. We won't do an output for those just yet. But this is good. This is good. Everything is moving. For now. This is great. And we're saving. Okay. Next thing we need to make is a Saturn. And we'll put the Saturn right here, I guess. And the Saturn is salt, brick, and glass. So I have blueprints for that as well. So we have our salt blueprint right here. And I need some purchasing some portal sigils. Quite a lot of them. So portal sigil. Let's just stick a bunch of coins in there. Alrighty. Grab those. And grab some more. Alright. Wow, I bought a lot. Okay. Well, we have 50 now. We needed 24. Maybe I should do the salt last because it's the biggest. So we'll do. Let's do the brick first. I think that's the smallest. And yeah, it goes this way around. And leave a little bit of space. So something like that. And we'll get the money flowing and the other stuff flowing as well. Where is the money input here? I know there is one. There it is. And there. And there. And over here. I don't know if I already did that one. You get one there. And you get one there. Okay. That should be that done. That'll make us 120 brick a minute. 6 kilns. We have 1 blast furnace and 2 regular stone furnaces. We have the potions coming in there. Outputs there. Over here, we have 3 stone crushers in the bottom. In each stack, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Then on top, we have a table saw on each of them. Because for the brick, we of course need clay. For clay, we need charcoal powder and sand. So we are getting our clay produced up here. So we have underneath, we have charcoal powder being made. We can see the crucible in here, and then of course the sand is just being crushed in some crushers or some grinders in here somewhere. I believe it's 6 grinders that we have for each. It's the advanced grinders or enhanced grinders that we're using. Yeah, there you can see it. So enhanced grinders producing the sand that we need. It then comes up and goes into the assembler. We have grinders here doing their thing, making the charcoal powder. So, oh, and we have planks coming down, being turned into that. So you now have charcoal powder. You don't have sand yet. But as soon as some money comes up here, you will. And yeah, money is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Look at that. There's just nothing coming. And I mean nothing. That is nutty. That is a little crazy. Oh, there's some. But I suppose if I can get it, I could hand feed them a little bit. I don't think I can, though. Oh, there. So you get a little bit of money. I can't get to the bottom one. And I can't really get to that one either. Alright, we'll give some of them some money. Okay. But yeah. So it's 120 sand in each stack once they all have money. And 60 planks turning into 60 charcoal powder a minute, turning into 30 clay a minute. We have 4 of them, 120 clay. That's exactly what we need for our brick. And that just comes around here, all the way around, becoming brick, and that's that. So that's brick done. Alright, next. You know what we could do? Just to make sure we get some money up here. We could build a bank portal. Stick that in there. And then stick a box of some sort on that. Tell this bank portal to do silver coins, 50. And we'll just give it half of that. And alright, that'll get some money flowing at least. That'll get some money flowing at least. Alright, next. Glass, 120 glass a minute. We need more rope. Alright, I'll go grab that. Alright, we have some rope. What was the next thing? Glass? Let's make some glass. So we'll do like that. And that's just a bunch of sand being turned into 120 glass a minute. I kind of need to get out here and find where they want money. And you want blast potions. Money. Money. And money. There. They'll be getting their money eventually. And it's the kiln setup is exactly the same as for the bricks. Just making glass instead. And that's that. And then I'm kind of considering putting the salt down here. It's going to be closer. So salt. So that'll produce 240 salt. And we need way more stuff. These are quite material heavy builds, but it is what it is. I'll go grab some more stuff again. Alright, we got this built. This is another 120 glass per minute plus 240 salt per minute. So, yeah, that should be everything. We just need to make sure that they're getting money and such. So let's go ahead and do that. Almost fell down there. There we go. There we go. There we go. You need some stuff as well. You get some money. Well, when some gets up here, you get some money. You get some money. You get some money. And that's that. I built it a little close for comfort, but I'll live with it. You know what? Let's just... did we research everything that we wanted to research? I think we did. Yeah. Yeah, there wasn't anything else new. Alright, in that case, let's give you the rest of that gold. Because the money flow is slow. But that'll be everything that we need for the Saturn. And so we're getting, this is salt over here, but that produces some sand as well. So we're using I think it's 240 sand. Or is it only 120? I don't remember. No, I think it's 240 sand we're using here, and then we're getting the rest of the sand from over on this side. And this is basically the same build as we have for the brick, only we built the brick up a lot more, you might say, because it needed the charcoal powder as well, so it has all of that going on in there somewhere. But yeah, that's that. Let's stick some of these on here. And we can... I suppose we can start with the salt. So I wonder if these will reach all the way over there. They will. They will. So salt there. And salt there. That's that. Then this glass can come down. And we can get some glass going in there. You're already set to that, so that's fine. Then we can get the brick. Eight. Brick can go in there. Wait, we need 2 brick setups, don't we? Yeah, I screwed up a little bit, but we'll live with it. We need another brick setup. No, you definitely won't be able to reach. So let's just send you down here. And you can go in there. And then we need 1 more brick setup. And we need, oh man, need steel gears. And we need purchasing portals, or portal sigils. Alright, I'll go fill up again. Alright, we have the other brick setup done. So it just needs some money. We'll run this down this way so that it can actually reach. And then stick a cannon on there. And it's this one that it needs to go into. And there, we almost have a Saturn already. Excellent. We also have 2 upgrade points, which I guess we'll just continue putting them in there. Don't really need anything else. Alright, then Mars. For the Mars, we need steel gears, 120, 240 nails, 240 bronze rivets, and 120 copper bearings. Now, all these damned pillars here, but there isn't really much I can do about it. Let's just move you over here or something. Alright, blueprints. We have steel gears. And we have 90 iron waste per minute on these. And it's only 30 steel gears a minute. So we need 4 of them. So suppose we could build them like this. I will have to get fuel and stuff over, but that's fine. So if we stick one of these in there, we have steel gears being processed there. We are filtering out the iron right there. We are getting the iron from here, and it's going in together with some coke powder. So we're producing the coke powder down here inside this, and then we have our Athenars making steel ingots up here, and that's basically that. That's basically that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But we need 4 of these. We need 4 of these. Which is, well, it's not really a big deal. So, do we have enough for another one? We do. Does it fit in here? It does. Excellent. So it needs to be right there, I think. Let's give it 1 space over. Yeah, it just fits. Okay, that's perfect. So 1 space over. That's 3. And now we're low on rope again. Alright. So I need to go fill up on rope and other stuff. and then we'll continue on. All right, we have all of that set up. Now, the gears can just come down this way. We're gonna have to go around that. And we can stick a cannon in there. And oh, I haven't set up these yet. Alright, that's 120 steel gears a minute. I've also set up the bus here. And I did bring up some money as well. So we'll just stick a bit of cash in there. Alrighty. And that's that for the steel gears. 120 steel gears a minute. Now, the iron, well, 80 of it we need for nails. So, the question is, do I just put it here in front? I don't think I want to do that. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. So, we'll just put this in like this. And the input is back there. So we need this. So come over here and go in. And these produce 30 nails a minute for 10 iron ingots. So that's 8 processors that we need to produce 120, well, 240 iron gears a minute, or iron nails a minute, sorry. And that's just basically that. And then we can bring this out. Don't need to send it down that far, do we? I think we can just go to here or something. Well, end of the day, we'll worry about that some other time. And we'll put in one of these bad boys with another cannon on it. And you can go in there. And you can go in there. And you... yeah, you're going in the other one. Good, good. So... just need to send this down there. And that's that. So that's 240 nails and 120 steel gears a minute that we have going in here. Which is great. What we could do is set up an Arcane processor. We could actually set it up right there. That'd work. And we want Stardust. There we go. And then I don't know where we want to send the Stardust as yet. But we need... where is it? Copper bearings. 20 a minute. And 30 bronze rivets a minute. So we need 8 of these, but 2 of them will be a little bit different. So let's just stick them in here. I think this is where it goes, right? And you need to come in there. Oh, what have I done here? Huh. This is all wrong. All right. Whoa. Crap. I took this off. There we go. Alright, that's better. Actually, no, it's not. I need to bring this up like that. And we need some sage. Alright, I'll plant the sage for this one manually. Though I do hate doing that. Alright, you just come up this way. And we're of course gonna need some linseed oil, I think it is. Alright. And this really shouldn't be going up that far. So it's like that. Let's just... no, not like that. My relationship with the copy function is a love-hate one. We are gonna... resave this. Copper. Bearings. Wait. Cancel. Cancel. I want the sage in there. Alright, now that should be... Well, we need more than that, but it's fine for now. Build some stairs. Just so we can get up here. Alright. Sage seeds planted. Now we can do it. So we're going to blueprints, copper bearings, delete that. And then we're going to make a new one. Like that. Copper bearings, 20 a minute. Bronze. Rivets, 30 a minute. Confirm. Alright, that's better. So... You come in there. And this will run on. And we basically just have to copy that a bunch of times. So I'll do that. And then I'll be back. Alright, so we have 4 copper bearing and bronze rivet setups here. And we have 4 over here, though 2 of them are a little different. Instead of making copper bearings, they're making copper coins, which we are gonna stick in a chest. Right there. And then, actually, not right there. Let's stick them in a chest right there. Then we will have another chest right there. And we will have a bank portal there. That bank portal is going to be making silver in stacks of 50. And that'll go in there. Okay. So we have some copper coins being produced. And the recipe for that is... can I see it? Yeah. So it's basically 10 copper ingots a minute being turned into 3,000 copper coins a minute. And that'll just go on to our money belt when we have enough. It'll take a while. I've also sent all of this down this way, so all we need to do is basically send it in like so, and that should get our Mars producing. It indeed does. We have tons of Jupiters. Let's do that, and then stick a box on that as well. So there we go. Our Mars is producing at a decent clip. We have another Saturn ready. So all we need now is a Mars to get done. Why are we not getting this into years? Oh, that's because I need to do something about the iron ingots here. So what do we do about those? I mean, we could just bin them. That's certainly an option. I don't really have space to... So I was thinking of using the iron ingots for something else, but... And we could also feed them back in. But I don't really have the room for that. So I think we're just going to trash them. So we'll put a trash barrel there, a trash barrel there, and a trash barrel over here. And we'll put... We also need a trash barrel for these ones, but not until they have fed and priority split into the iron nails. So let's priority split right here, and the priority is the bottom. Good. And then we need a trash barrel, which will have to go out here. Well, what we can do, because this has been updated as well, so we can make it like this low thing. So we'll put that there, stick a trash barrel on top of that, and then we can do this. All right. Now it is a little bit wasteful just binning all of these iron ingots, but I can live with it. I can live with it. There we go. So that should get our steel gears flowing much better. Did I not? Oh. I forgot to make this. That's not ideal. And how the hell am I going to do that? So I can get it up there. And then, okay, it can be done. It can be done. So you come up there, and then you come up there. Like so. Okay. Then we just need to copy this. Alright, I'll fix that in my blueprint. It's going to be the same for every one of them, yeah. Alright. Why? Why did this not go in? There we go. Oh. So we need... Yeah, that's it. All right. Next. Needs to be that way. And this is... There we go. That's it. And then the last one... Let's just delete that. Is that... That's the right way. Confirm that. Okay, that's much better. I'll update the blueprint. No problem. Alright, they're all starting to go. Perfect. Yeah, look at that. That looks much better. And we are almost done with our first Mars. Outstanding. And it should just keep going now. Yeah. Seems like it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 99% on the Mars. Here it comes. Goes in. And we are producing some stardust once the save is done. That was unfortunate timing. That was unfortunate timing. Here we go. Alrighty. 20 stardust a minute. We should be producing now. And we have the first of it. Awesome. And the next Mars is well underway. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And this should get the stardust producing continuously, which is wonderful. Alright, that's stardust done. What's next? Let's take a look at stardust. We need that to make the moon tier, which means the next thing is a fairy tier, which is fairy dust, which is chamomile powder, gentian powder, world tree leaf, and turning that into fairy dust. And we'll be making that up top because we'll be producing it in the fairy tier in a thermal extractor. Now I want to see how are we looking for the linseed oil is struggling a little bit. So okay, and oh, this is now backed up. Awesome. Way back there, and we do have, I did cheat a bit and put some more money in there. But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, stardust. And we needed that for what? For moon tier? Yeah, moon tier. And the Alembic doesn't get the height bonus, so we don't need to make that up top. Though we may do it anyway, just to stay consistent. But next time, it's fairy dust. Which shouldn't be a big problem. We just need to build some more world trees, I think. Yeah, we need 30 a minute there, and we're already using what we are producing, I think. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. It was a long episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Is this... Have we already produced another one? I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think we have. I think we have. We are just going. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would be awesome if you'd leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It really does help out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and to see you again in the next one.